not gonna sugarcoat it or make light of anything because that's not what you need to hear right now. It's weird and scary, the world right now. And the last thing you want to do is probably hear me talk about it because it's everywhere, but... well, here we are. It's kinda hard to avoid talking about. At least, at some capacity now. The thing is, you gotta be realistic without drowning yourself in the woes of things that you, unfortunately, don't have any control over. Yeah, keep yourself informed, be smart, be proactive, but when it starts to negatively affect you, when it becomes the only thing you can think about, it's gonna start almost deteriorating your mind. Especially those of us with mental health issues, it can be really hard not to just spiral into this pit of despair and allow yourself to wallow. It's just gonna make yourself unnecessarily stressed and make everything seem and feel 1,000 times worse. And be aware that you're probably not going to be able to do everything you want to do right now, and that's okay. People who are shitting on others for not learning a new skill or language or some horse shit like that obviously have a bit of separation from reality, because not everyone can do that. Sometimes just being able to keep yourself alive and healthy is enough. There's what literally feels like the end of the world going on outside, and some people aren't taking that seriously. And it fucking pisses me off how people are making light of this or getting mad at people who aren't using their free time productively. Productive my ass. The entire world is not to run on productivity. But man has tricked people into thinking that spending all their time doing productive things is the only way to live. People don't know how to live with themselves and live with silence or just be content with being. Getting in touch with yourself and how you're feeling. And hell, you don't even have to be good at that. People aren't required to be good at everything they do. Trying to turn a hobby professional. You're allowed to make bad things, be it writing, art, whatever. Not everything has to be fucking perfect. Sorry. I'll get off my high horse before someone comes and knocks me off of it. I mean, that was a perfect example of the fact that with everything that's going on, there are some things that are going to be stirring around in your head. And even though you aren't actively thinking about it, it's still there. Milling about in your subconscious, and that's okay. Talking about it is okay too, which I know might add to the stress of it all, but I think bottling it up inside makes it worse. At least, that's what I've learned from therapy and you. You just gotta really gauge what you're able to handle on a day-to-day basis. Which is why I think being in touch with yourself, really knowing how you're feeling, or if you can't do that, knowing that you're in a bad way, can help with the stress. Like I said, people don't want to think about themselves or take themselves into account. They just want a distraction from everything, which is, yeah, understandable, but I guess what I'm saying is, be aware. It's a give and take. Be aware, but don't agonize over it if possible. I don't want to lie and say that everything's going to be perfectly alright. But if you do your best to be careful and take care of yourself and those who matter to you the best that you can, I think things will turn out better than we hope. I know you can do it. Even if it's hard. Even if there's one thing that you can do a day that helps you physically or mentally get through, then that's enough. You're stronger than you think. Oh, it just made me think of this cartoon that Val watched when she was a kid. Or at least it was on TV at some point and we saw it, but you are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. I don't know if that helps or genuinely applies here, but it's the thought that counts. Despite the fact that I'm not the biggest fan about talking about serious things, I'm aware that it's important now more than ever to stay connected to those who are important to us. And you, well, I think it's a given that since I'm talking to you now that I care about you, but yeah, you matter a lot to me. And still being able to talk with you and, well, see your face is honestly doing wonders for me. Didn't realize how much I kinda needed this. It's gonna be okay. Maybe not perfect, but we'll get through this. Together. Be smart. Stay safe. I love you.